Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we dive into the shadows of the unknown. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more spin-tingling tales like the one I am about to share. Tonight we'll be talking about something truly chilling because it hits close to home. For many, a real-life horror story that proves sometimes the scariest things aren't just in movies, they're in our own backyards, or in this case our own homes. This isn't some campfire legend. It's a story shared by a close friend, let's call her Sarah, about an incident that happened right in her quiet suburban house. Sarah had just moved into a beautiful older home with her family. Everything seemed perfect. Spacious rooms, a big yard, and a friendly neighborhood. But within a few weeks, things started to feel off. It began subtly, as these things often do. Lights would flicker, doors would creak open when no one was near them, and sometimes she'd hear soft whispers just at the edge of her hearing, like a radio tuned to a frequency just beyond reach. At first, Sarah dismissed it as an old house settling, or maybe just her imagination running wild in a new environment. But then, the incidents grew bolder. One night she was downstairs watching TV, while her husband was already asleep. She heard a distinct thud from upstairs, followed by what sounded like furniture being dragged across the floor. Her heart leaped into her throat. Convinced it was her husband, she slowly made her way up the creaking stairs, flashlight in hand. The sound stopped as she reached the landing. She peeked into their bedroom. Her husband was sound asleep, undisturbed. The furniture was all in its place. Perplexed and a little unnerved, she went back downstairs. She couldn't shake the feeling she wasn't alone. A few nights later, it happened again. This time, she heard what sounded like heavy footsteps walking through the hallway directly above her. She sat bolt upright in bed, listening intently. The footsteps stopped right outside her daughter's room. A shiver ran down her spine. Her daughter was only 6, a sound sleeper, but Sarah's protective instincts kicked in. She carefully got out of bed, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. She crept to her daughter's door, slowly pushing it open. The room was dark, silent. Her daughter was tucked safely in her bed, sleeping soundly. Sarah breathed a sigh of relief, but then something caught her eye. On her daughter's bedside table were a collection of favorite stuffed animals usually sat neatly arranged, one of them a small worn teddy bear was now sitting upright facing the door, its button eyes seeming to stare directly at Sarah. She knew for a fact her daughter never left her toys like that. It was always tucked in with the others. Sarah picked up the bear, a cold dread washing over her. She checked every room, every closet, but found nothing. The experiences continued, escalating slowly but surely. Objects would move, doors would lock from the inside, and the whispers became clearer, sometimes sounding like a child's giggle, sometimes like a low guttural murmur. Sarah eventually confessed everything to her husband, who, initially skeptical, became a believer after witnessing a few inexplicable occurrences himself. They eventually sought help, not from ghost hunters, but from a local historian. What they discovered about the house's past was truly unsettling. Years ago, a previous owner had suffered a tragic loss there, losing a young child. The house had stood empty for a long time afterward. Sarah and her family never felt threatened or malevolent energy, just an overwhelming sense of sadness and a presence that seemed lost. They eventually decided to move, not out of fear, but out of a deep feeling that the house needed to be at peace. And perhaps they were disturbing something that wanted to be left alone. It's a powerful reminder that some stories aren't just stories, they're echoes of the past, imprinted on places we inhabit. What do you think happened in Sarah's house? Have you ever experienced anything similar in your own home? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your real-life encounters. If you enjoyed this tale and want to hear more stories that make you question what's real, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a friend who loves a good mystery. Your support helps us bring more chilling content your way. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay curious and sleep tight if you can.